Market data. What you were telling me a few things about how you've seen it. How have you seen in the years you've been doing it? Has it changed? And even looking back before you joined,
Sure.
it's evolved a lot.
For sure. Look, market data, information. Let me speak in brochure speak. I must have written this line in many PowerPoint presentations, brochures, and dozens of speeches. But simply put, information is the lifeblood of financial markets. So, at the risk of ancient history, think about when markets were first organized, financial markets were first formed. Let's think about stock exchanges in the early 1600s, even.
Coffee shops.
Coffee shops. People who wanted to trade in financial markets would go to a coffee shop, or they might go to a bar in, London, in New York, looking for, an opportunity to sit with someone, get that tiny little piece of information that they could use to form a view and use that to make a trading or investing decision. Think about what participants in the financial markets do today. Exactly the same thing. Participants in financial markets are looking to find that piece of information or insight that will help them make an informed trading or investing decision. The difference between hundreds of years ago and today is the technology that we have at our fingertips in order to be able to find that information. It's about the ability to access information from all kinds of sources, to aggregate it, to analyze historical trends. And then, of course, we moved into the ability to predict from that, and then ultimately into prescribing. So, to me, back to the statement I first made, information is the lifeblood of financial markets. It has always been, it will always be, but how we access that information and how we process it is going to continually be evolving challenge for those of us in the industry.
In all your years, in all my years, that has been this steady change as we've gone along. But there's inertia as well, isn't there? I remember sitting in Reuters when I was there. We had version 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of something. And obviously the seventh was much better technology than the first. But our customers were still on 1 or 2 because they had all these policies about controlling version control and whatever. So even though that technology tsunami, that wave of innovation takes place, people, organizations can be a bit slow on the uptake. Have you noticed that over the years? I mean, it's a sweeping statement, but it's like there's a lag, isn't there, behind the innovation?
Again, sort of resorting to brochure speak, I think there was something that in a brochure I wrote years ago that says technology will give an advantage to those who use it until everybody has that same technology. And then the advantage goes back to who finds the new point of innovation. So I think that's true, right? And so you'll always have early adopters, and then you'll always have those organizations that don't want to be on the bleeding edge. And then you'll have the followers. So in that span, that can take many years. And there's a lot of factors that come into that. It is obviously the economics of it. There's the sheer logistics of implementing technology. That's what makes our industry a challenge. And that's why it's not easy.
And I think an observation I would make of late is we've now got people in our industry with Oracle, AWS, Google, Microsoft are all involved in, and they were never really involved plus years ago. So it's created a whole new ecosystem of participants. And I'm sure that will change even more in the years to come. It's constantly changing.